I'm sure the question, okay, Mr. Chair, I'm sure the question of whether the zero budget, because your GOCC anyway, will affect the services. And I read the statements both of the President and CEO of PhilHealth as well as the Health Secretary that it will not in any way affect. But with that statement, it would not encourage the President or Congress, assuming, because we don't know whether we will have to, both houses will have to reconvene if it will be called for a special session, or whether something will be done just in the executive on what is legally possible for them to amend it without violating the law. So with that statement, when you said that we can proceed anyway because you have so much unused funds amounting to, may we know, 600, what is the amount, just to be accurate?
Your Honor,
CEO?
489 billion.
Million.
489 billion. Billion, Your Honor.
489. So with your statement, so the 600 we see in press statements is inaccurate. Plus reserves. Yeah, give us the whole picture, please.
Then it's accurate, Your Honor. Around 600 billion.
600 billion?
Yes.
To say it as such, what is the 489 and why is it 600? You know, when we ask these questions, and my question is very basic, how much do you have? Don't let us draw information from your brains. 489. And then the DOH Secretary says there's reserve of 600. So total is 600. So kindly tell us the truth of how much total, whether it is called reserve, what is the 489 called, so that we have a full picture. Because otherwise, if you did not persist in my questioning, then I would have thought that the news reports were inaccurate and the statements of the DOH Secretary would have been inaccurate because I saw 600B. But the CEO would say it's 489. And there's a hell of a lot of difference between 600 and 489. So I would have deduced that, oh, there's some anomaly, or at least in my understanding of how much PhilHealth has. So may we request, Mr. Chair, I apologize for just being emphatic, I'm not angry, to just ask everyone very simple basic questions, because that's where we're coming from, and to just please advise us, do you need anything, or you are comfortable with what you have because it's a big amount, and the President himself has stated many times that there was not a necessity, it was not necessary to provide any budget for you. In short, meron bang ni isang mahirap na Pilipino na maaapektuhan sa pag-zero ng allocation sa PhilHealth budget? And kindly give us the definition of the 489 and the whole 600. What is the difference? Reserve. What is a 489? If the balance is reserve, what is a 489? Yeah, in simple terms. Thank you.
Your Honor, apologies for the miscommunication. If I can allow my Sir Renet Limsiaco, our Head of Finance, to give you the details po of the funds. Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
But Mr. Chair, if this was already put on record earlier, then I submit, then I will just look at the records. But if the 600 detailed of the funds was not yet given on record, that's important to us.
Iba ang 600 sa 489. Ano ba talagang exact, no, I mean, anong exact amount ng inyong reserve fund? 600, may lumalabas na 600, sabi niyo 489.
That's why, Mr. Chair, I had to correct them, because when I talked to the CEO just now, he said 489 and the DOH Secretary said 600, and the reports in media to the public is 600. That is why he admitted it's actually 600. So kindly give us the breakdown of the 600 billion, and if the difference between 600 and 489 is reserve, how do you determine what is reserve? What is the reserve definition of terms used for? What is a 489? And give us the breakdown, please. And in what bank is it deposited? What kind of a deposit is it? Is it a time deposit? How much is the interest? And where does the interest go? So what is the principal? What bank? Who's account officer in charge? Are these several banks? What is the, give us the details of the 600. Is it 600B? 600.1001? I mean, ano ba? Detalya po. The Filipino people need to know. And my second question would be, meron ba ni isang Pilipino na maaapektuhan dahil siniro? Hindi kami ha, wala ako sa BICAM ha, na siniro ang PhilHealth. At yung mga, pangatlong tanong, yung mga ospital at mga serbisyo na umaangal sa amin dahil kami ang nasa field na marami raw babayaran ang PhilHealth sa kanila, bakit nyo para naman kayong may rubber band sa mga pockets ninyo na may pera ayaw ilabas? Hindi nyo pera yan ha. Kayo'y empleyado ng gobyerno, parang tayong lahat ha. Babayaran nyo dapat in a timely manner lahat ng mga kinauutangan ninyo. That's fiscal discipline. I think your background is finance. Ibalanse nyo ang fiscal discipline at saka ang serbisyo sa mga nangangailangan ng mga miyembro ng PhilHealth. At nandito ang mga author ng Universal Health Care. At dapat sa Universal Health Care, sa aking pag-iintindi, dahil ako rin ay isa sa mga author, ay point of care. Hindi na kailangan maglabas ng ID. Hindi na kailangan ng guarantee letter sa mayor, congressman, senator. Ay inaasikaso na sa pampublikong ospital. Inaasikaso na sa may MOA ang DOH. So lahat na. And just for the record, Mr. Chair, and the principal author and sponsor, Senator JV, and you would know that because you were my vice chair when I was finance. Even before the universal health care was enacted into law, Senator JV, what did I do? What did we do? You were my vice chair for health. I covered, as chairman of finance, every Filipino, every indigent Filipino. Sec Mina Pangandaman knows this. She's now the DBM secretary. She was with me. Alam to ni Attorney Yoli Doblon, where is she? She was the head of the LBRMO. Director Irene knows this. She was also the deputy staff of Attorney Doblon. Kaya ng national budget, wala pang universal health care, na lahat ng mahirap, point of care, pagpasok, hindi kailangan magpakita ng ID o GL ng lahat ng pampublikong ospital bago magkaroon ng batas. At salamat na isa batas namin. Okay, pakisagot po. Maraming salamat.
Before you answer that, no, Senator Ligarda, na-discuss na po natin, Ma'am Loren, na-discuss po namin earlier ito, some sa mga questions mo. Pakisagot lang po, Mr. Renato Limsiaco, kung ano yung tama, no? Kung 600 o 489. Kasi nung budget hearing, iba yung binakita nyo sa amin na figures. So, iba't ibang figures ang lumalabas ngayon. Pangalawa, Senator Loren, pang 11th hearing ko na po ito ng Committee on Health. Naka-anim na po ako sa PhilHealth dito. At nung sabi ko nga sa kanila, wala sanang excess funds, wala sanang reserve funds, kung yung inimplementa nila ng maaga, yung expand benefit packages, increase case rates. This week lang po sila nagkandarapa to increase the case rates. This week lang po sila nagkandarapa to expand benefit packages. So kung inagahan yon, walang excess funds na wawalisin ng National Treasury, walang reserve fund na makikita, at maraming pasyente ang makikinabang, yung mga mahirap nating kababayan, kung inaksyonan po ito ng maaga. Anyway, sagutin niyo po yung katanungan ni Senator Loren.
Mr. Chair, pakisagot kasi lahat ng ating pinaikot-ikot dito, sabi nga nyo, 11 hearings na. Simple lang po ang tanong ko, sa inyo po nang galing yung figures nyo. Meron kayong 600 billion. Sabi nyo, yung balanse, if you deduct magkano 600 minus 489, yung diferensya nun, investment, reserve. Definition of terms, ano po yung reserve? Tapos sinabi din nyo, meron kayong 489 billion sa investment portfolio. Gusto ko maintindihan, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng investment portfolio? What is the nature of the investment? It has to be discussed. That is not your money, that is public money. What is the risk profile? How much is the forecast revenue and for what? And what are the financial institutions where this is lodged? And I would like them to explain to us because kinakaltasan lahat kami, tayo, ng PhilHealth. Kayo ang may hawak. Habang namamatay ang mga tao, humihingi ng guarantee letter ang habang proseso. While you are floating in billions, hundreds of billions of cash. So, definition of terms, ano po yung risk profile, at sinong may hawak ng pera ng taong bayan na nakalaan sa PhilHealth. Simple lang po maaring sa Filipino tayo magsalita para maintindihan dahil gusto rin namin malaman. Salamat po.
Mr. Chair.
Pakisagot lang po na yung exact amount talaga ng reserve fund ninyo.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Based on our financial report, Mr. Chair, this one is October 2024. Our reserve fund is in the amount of 281 billion pesos. This reserve fund is provided in the law that the PhilHealth should set up a reserve fund equivalent for its 2 years operation. So 281 billion pesos. And we have a surplus of 150 billion pesos, meaning from our members' equity minus the reserve fund of 281, the difference, the surplus or the excess is 150 billion pesos, Mr. Chair, honorable members of the committee. Now, as to our investment.
Sandali po. Yung 281, sabi nyo, nakasaad po sa batas.
Apo.
Na kailangan. O sige, pakita nyo mamaya yung provision sa batas creating PhilHealth, right? Or the universal healthcare, which?
Opo.
Which? Ano opo? Dalawa po. The batas, yung batas creating PhilHealth or the universal healthcare law. Hindi po opo. Ano po sa dalawa? Ang nagsaad sa batas. At kung meron pong kayong provision, pakilagay sa record para maliwanag po, para hindi whim, para malaman ng taong bayan na may basihan. So kung 281 reserves, ipaliwanag nyo, anong ibig sabihin ng reserves? Anong batas ang nagsasaad na kailangan may 281 nakareserba? Pangalawa, yung 150 billion in surplus, paliwanag din nyo po ano yung basis niyan. Batas rin ba? Kami ba ang gumawa ng batas? Or ito ba ho, ano ang sinusunod nyo? Tapos, i-add natin si 281 at saka si 150 mula sa 600, yung balancing yun, akin na, saan po yun ginagamit? Yan. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda. Now, on the reserve fund po, Republic Act 7875 or the PhilHealth law, mayroon po yung provision. And of course, it is also stated here in Section 11 of the Universal Healthcare Law that Program Reserve Fund, PhilHealth shall set aside a portion of its accumulated revenue not needed to meet the cost of the current year's expenditures as reserve fund, provided that the total amount of reserve fund shall not exceed a ceiling equivalent to the amount actuarially estimated for 2 years projected program expenditures. So ito po yung basis po natin why we're gonna set up the 2-year reserve fund in the in compliance with this provision, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda.
We see Section 11 of the reserve funds, and of course, it does not state the amount because amounts will differ. But based on the definition of Section 11, is 281 compliant with it, or is it over the compliance?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, this computation calculated by our Department of Finance and adopted by the management, by the board, that the reserve fund for our FS in the year 2024 in the amount of 281 billion.
Proceed po with 150 surplus. Define po, pakipaliwanag po ano ang surplus. Ang pagkaintindi namin ng surplus ay extra, sobra. Okay. So reserve, surplus, may 431 billion pa kayo. Ayan. Paliwanag nyo yung ibig sabihin ng surplus at yung basihan ng surplus nyo, tapos yung 431, nandun na tayo. Paliwanag po nyo yung paggamit ng 431 at saan po naka-invest, ano po yung interest, ano yung risk. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda. On the part of the surplus po, I initially in the year December 2023, wala ho tayong na-set up ng ganito. The initial that we have reserved ay 464 billion pesos. Now, with that computation of the EOF and adopted by PhilHealth, so yung sobra doon ay yun ang tinatawag natin na surplus. Now, for year 2024, sa beginning balance, in-add natin po yung income of PhilHealth na as September mayroon ho tayong 46 billion. Binawas po natin din dito yung compliance to the Department of Finance Circular 003-2024 and the special provision of GAA 2024 that 89.9 billion pesos, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda. So matotal, yung lumalabas sa figure po natin dito ay isang 150 billion pesos. So ito po, yung 150 billion pesos po ay po pwede po natin to improve our benefits or to reduce our contribution. So this is the reason why, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, that in the year 2025, our board approved already our budget in the amount of 284, sourced out from the following, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, from the direct contributors of 203 billion, and from investment of 20.7 billion, and our surplus as of October 31, 2024 of 150 billion. So 373 billion, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, is our source of income in our COB, Corporate Operating Budget, in the year 2025, approved by the board of the amount of 284.1 billion, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda po.
Iwanag pong sinabi nyo na yung 150 billion na surplus funds ay para lumiit ang contribution ng membro.
Opo.
Okay. Ano po ang ginagawa ninyo para lumiit ang contribution? Pangalawa, at ito ba'y na-implement na? Pangalawa, sabi nyo para mag-improve ang services. Anong karagdagan benepisyo o services ang mabibigay nyo sa taong bayan dahil yun ang pakay o gamit ng 150 billion? Thank you.
Maraming salamat po. Honorable Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, on the part of...
The questions, what is your position? Can I see? Senior Vice President, Mr. Ledesma, are you familiar with these issues or you're new so you're leaving it to your SVP?
I can answer the issues, Your Honor. It's just that for the finance-related issues, I felt...
Okay, feel free to answer, please. And Mr. I can't see the person answering. Mr. Limishaco has been with PhilHealth for a while. Okay. Oh, both of you can answer, please. Yeah, thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Honorable Ligarda. On the part of PhilHealth po, as provided by law or ang nakalagay. So we are more on the expansion of benefits. Now, as presented this morning, Honorable Ligarda and members of the committee, our board through our secretary po, chairman of the board secretary Herbosa, approve the 50% across the board increase. The other recent board meeting, that 50% po of the across the board estimated actuarially at the amount of 97 billion pesos. So aside from that 50%, Mr. Chair, there are other benefit packages that PhilHealth expand or implement initially for approved by the board and ready for implementation in the year 2025.
The 50% expansion of benefits, did you discuss that this morning? Did you show under the present package ito? The expansion ito, 97 billion ang cost nito. Did you do that, sir?
Mr. Chair, hindi po natin nagawa ngayon, but we can come up with a report po.
Please
Maibigay po
say it
natin
now.
sa
That's
inyo.
very important. That's very important. People have to understand where their money is going. So, I will not wait for the 12th hearing. Opo, ngayon po, pakisabi po. In simple terms, in Filipino or English, whichever, name the present package benefits. It won't take you 60 seconds. And what are the expanded benefits for the expanded package, and why will it cost us or the Filipino people 97 billion? Please explain. And this is 97 billion from the 431 billion or from the annual contributions? Will it eat up into the 431 or will it eat up into the 150 billion surplus, or will this be an annual 97 billion in the coming years? I want to understand.
Mr. Chair, Madam Senator, I just want to mention, no, to add what Sir Net mentioned earlier. So we did a 50% increase 2 nights ago during our last board meeting chaired by Secretary Herbosa. Last February 14 of this year, Mr. Chair, we also did a similar 30% increase almost across the board. So we did a 30%, Mr. Chair, Madam Senator, on February 14, and we did an additional on top of the 30, 50% 2 nights ago. So for a total, Madam Chair, of 80% increase.
Sa screen. O yan, yung kanina, pakibalik po. So gusto namin makita yan. Nung Pebrero, 30% increase for case rates. Tapos, nung Abril, ang ibig sabihin yan, sinakop na ang breast cancer. Tama ba yung aming intindi? At saka yung mga nakalista dyan?
Actually, Madam Chair, correct. Madam Chair, if I can mention very quickly, when we say increase almost across the board, that means almost, we have a total of 9,000 case rate packages, Mr. Chair. So when I say almost across the board, halos lahat po ng 9,000 po nakasakop doon. So
Ibig sabihin yung 9,000, what are you referring to?
we have different cases or case rate packages. Iba-iba po yon. Ang total niyan po, 9,000. So pag sinabi po namin almost across the board or across the board, sakop po lahat po yung 9,000 na yan po.
9,000 packages?
Yes po. There
Packages.
9,000 individual different case packages. Yes
Case
po.
packages.
Yes po.
At ang dami namang klase.
Marami po yan po.
Iba-iba. May mga nuances, iba-ibang
Marami talaga po eh. Ganun
Okay.
po talaga.
So, ibig nyo sabihin, yung 9,000, anong tamang salita? Package o case rate?
case rate or benefit packages.
Ayun na lang. Simplehan natin.
Benefit packages na lang, ma'am.
To communicate po tayo sa taong bayan, yung maiintindihan. Kami mismo, di namin, kung tatlo ang definition of trust, pareho palang ibig sabihin. Di yung benepisyo, yung di ba? Mas madaling intindihan. Benefit packages. Case.
Yes po.
Kaso ba? O ano ba? Yung anong tanong yung isa? Ang gulo nga eh. Benepisyo. Ayan. Meron po tayong 9,000. Benepisyo. Package. Ayun, 9,000. Iba-iba. Nag-approve po kayo ng 30% na increase. Lumaki sa benepisyo
Yes po. Last February 14 po.
nung Pebrero. Ano po ito? Anong saklaw? Ano po ang example ng inyong 30% in-increase? Hindi ba nyo babasahin lahat? O kung ano, example lang, 1, 2, 3. Para maintindihan po natin. In short, kung dati wala, ngayon, sa 9,000 benefit packages, sakop na ito. Ano po yon? Tapos, nung isang gabi, nag-approve pa po kayo ng 50% over the 30%. Ito yung cost. Ano po yun? Yun, example lang.
Example po, ma'am, pneumonia, ischemic stroke.
Hindi covered ang pneumonia.
Meron po pero in-increase po namin.
In-increase
Covered na po
ang-
dati pero yung amount in-increase
Okay,
po namin.
magkano yung amount ng pneumonia bago ng February 2024? At nung Marso 1 ng taong ito, magkano na po ang pneumonia? Dahil napakalaganap ng pneumonia.
Actually, Senator Lore, ito yung diniscuss namin kanina na napakaraming case rates na dapat nilang in-increase na noon pa. Sabi nila, 9,000 case rates daw yung pinag-aaralan nila. Meron nga po ako hinalimbawa kanina, Senator Loren, na meron pong mag-asawang pulis, ang kinakaltas sa sweldo nila, 3,006 a month, both of them, no? 43,000 ang na-contribute nila sa PhilHealth. Tapos nung nanganak yung asawa niya, 20,000 lang, nalugi pa sila sa kanilang na-contribute for the year.
Sagot po
Yearly yun.
That's why we want to understand.
Yun ang
what
hindi pa
will
niya
you
na
say?
sasagot. Kanina ko
Sagutin
pa
ko, Kaya
tinanong.
nga tinatanong ko po, yung 30% nung Pebrero at yung 50% ngayon. Aba, magandang pakinggan. 80%. Pero anong ibig sabihin nun? Anong benepisyo po sa mahirap na pamilya? Ayun, pakiliwanag po. Bakit naman? Kanina may ibang sumagot, ngayon ibang sasagot. Ano ba ito? Diba?
Madam Chair, because COO, our Chief Operating Officer, is the one who oversaw all of the increase.
Sige
So
po,
with your
makikinig
permission
po
po.
kami.
Thank you
Okay,
po. Salamat
yung
po.
30%, example, pneumonia sinabi po nyo. Dati naman covered na, pero explain to us please, when you increased in February and when you increased the other night, ano pong ibig sabihin nun?
Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Senator Legarda, yung case packages po, all case rates na lang po, isang term lang gamitin, all case rates, ang coverage po ito is lahat ng diseases and lahat ng procedures, lahat ng surgeries na ginagawa. Ito po yung case rates para again sa lahat ng sakit and lahat ng procedures, including surgical procedures na ginagawa sa hospital, sa facilities, sa lahat ng accredited na healthcare provider. So, meron pong more than 9,000 case packages and in-increase po lahat ng case packages, in-increase natin ng 30% across the board. Lahat po. May exception lang po yung inuna natin na pag-increase dahil covered sila ng top 10 most burdensome disease. Hiniwalay po natin ito. So, at present po, nag-increase tayo ng 30% across the board.
Kasi hindi natin maintindihan ng mga across the board 30%. Yung pneumonia nga, bago mag-Febrero 2024, covered na po ang pneumonia, magkano po? Tapos, nung ginawa nyong nag-increase ang 30%, nag-increase pa ng 50%, magkano na ang coverage pag pneumonia? Yan ang, pneumonia na muna.
Opo. For example po, yung pneumonia is 10,000 ang coverage po ng PhilHealth. For example, 10,000. Pag-implement po natin ng 30% across the board, including pneumonia, nag-increase po tayo ng 3,000 sa 10,000. So, naging 13,000 po. So, nag-increase po tayo ng 50%.
It's 50% of the 10,000 or 50% of the 13,000?
50% of the 13,000 po. So, naging 19,500 na po. Almost double po.
This will apply to all government hospitals, whether national, DOH retained, or LGU hospital,
Lahat
right?
po ng accredited ng PhilHealth.
Maski na pribadong ospital, basta accredited ng PhilHealth. So ang pneumonia po, 19,000.
Example lang po yung para klaro po yung computation.
Yes, example. Sabihin natin, heart. Ayan, cardiac issue. Magkano po? Bago mag-Pebrero at saka Disyembre. Ano po ang coverage?
Sa ngayon po, wala pa akong detalye kung magkano po yung exact na amount na coverage. But then, ganun din po ang application.
Give kung ano pang saulado nyo. Maski anong sakit. Gusto namin makita yung diferensya.
On the screen po, Senator, hindi po, ito po yung sinasabi natin na hindi kasali sa across the board. Dahil po ito, na pag-aralan natin per disease or illness. For example po, yung breast cancer, na-increase po natin yan, yung package niya, na-increase natin to 1.4 million. Therefore, ang increase po niya is total of 1,300% increase.
I'm glad you're mentioning about breast cancer. Does that mean that every female, even male, kasi ang lalaki, di ba? Dr. Herbosa, pwede rin. So, ibig sabihin, ang mammogram, breast ultrasound, or chest CT ay covered po ng PhilHealth sa maski anong ospital. Libre po Covered po ng PhilHealth
Covered po. However, Honorable Senator Ligarda,
May however kayo.
Opo,
Sige,
opo.
ano po yun?
yung breast cancer po, kino-cover po siya ng Z package. Meron tayong tinatawag na Z package sa mga contracted hospital. So hindi po, kasi po hindi po lahat ng hospital na accredited na PhilHealth kaya po mag-provide ng services to treat cancer. Marami po kasing services. Opo.
Ito ba'y scanning, maski wala ka pang cancer, pwede po sa annual checkup? Or pag may cancer ka na, yung treatment lang po?
Honorable Senator, yung scanning po is covered na po siya ng konsulta under the primary care. Opo, covered po siya.
Scanning meaning breast ultrasound,
Yes po.
mammography,
Yes po.
or chest CT.
Opo.
Sa konsulta package, kasi nag-increase din sa bawat Pilipino. Totoo po,
Opo.
a-announce ko yan
Opo.
So, lahat, a-announce ko sa aking Facebook page ngayon, lahat ng kababaihang Pilipino na member ng PhilHealth, meron ba bang hindi member? Dapat universal healthcare, member na lahat,
Tama
diba?
po, dapat
So,
lahat po.
of the 114 million Filipinos, all Filipinas can go to any hospital that's accredited with PhilHealth and all government hospitals and do their breast scan, mammography, and ultrasound, breast ultra. Huwag ako mapahiya, sasabihin ko po yun However,
Sa konsulta program po natin ini-implement ito.
Ano po?
Sa konsulta program,
Oh,
meaning doon po sila dapat pupunta sa konsulta accredited provider po. Ito pong tinatawag natin na breast screening,
Yeah.
breast ultrasound, and mammogram.
basta
Covered po
may
ito.
mammogram machine.
Opo, libre po.
Siyempre naman, paano magpapacheck up kung wala yung makina?
Opo.
So, lahat naman po ng ospital na may mammogram, mammogram machine, libre na po.
Opo.
Hmm? Pero sabi nyo, yung mga accredited sa konsulta. Kung yung konsulta naman ay health center na walang mammogram machine, dapat lahat ng pampublikong ospital at pribadong ospital na accredited sa PhilHealth dahil parang yung ine-excite sila. Covered kayo, pero konsulta lang. Pupuntahan sa konsulta, RHU or BHS, Barangay Health Station, na walang mammogram para mong linoko yung mahirap. Dapat sa lahat ng PhilHealth accredited hospitals na may mammogram machine, hindi lang sa konsulta. Yan ang ibahin nyo. Ngayon, i-meeting nyo ngayong gabi. That's a must. Hindi
Agree po
pwedeng
ako doon.
hindi. Bakit
Opo.
kayo nagtuturo na sa konsulta lang, ang konsulta naman, according to the DOH, wala naman silang mga mammogram. Linuloko nyo ang taong bayan sa mga salita-salita natin dito.
Mr.
Oh.
Chairperson, Honorable
Okay,
Senator Ligarda.
ang konsulta expansion ba kasama ang mga ospital na may mammogram machine?
Yes po.
Ano po? Example.
Ngayon po, hindi po tayo naglilimit sa accreditation nating konsulta sa mga primary healthcare providers lang.
Pakiulit po?
Ngayon po, lahat po ng hospital
Oh.
pwede po mag-apply as konsulta provider.
Okay, ganito. Para maliwanag po. Effective immediately. Lahat ng miyembro ng PhilHealth, babae man o lalaki, ay maaring pumunta sa ospital na may mammogram machine at magpa-mammography test. Tama ba ho?
Ang commitment ko po na isi-strengthen ko po.
Strengthen mo. Ba't yung pinapangako ngayon na cover tas hindi pala? Strengthen mo hanggang end of office hours today? Hanggang kailan? Bagong taon? Sa end ng termino ko, 2028? Kailan po?
Yes po.
11th hearing na ni Senator Go. Sana pala nag-attend ako mula nung una. Ay, hindi pwedeng strengthen.
Ma'am,
anong
if I may lang, no? 11th hearing, including the health emergency allowances. So, finally po, Senator Loren, na bayaran na po ang kanilang health emergency allowances ng ating mga health workers. 27 billion. Kaya patuloy pa rin tayo nagdidinig ngayon dahil may mga appeals. Ngayon po, nag-hearing tayo noong July 30 para dito sa PhilHealth. So sabi ko nga sa kanila, ang tinanong ko kanila sa PhilHealth na hindi pa rin nila sinasagot, kung inagahan ninyo ang pag-expand ng benefit packages, pag inagahan ninyo pag-increase ng case rates, wala sana silang excess funds at saka reserve fund. Paulit-ulit tayo rito Dapat inagahan nyo po ang pag-implement. Itong isang tinatanong ni Senator Loren, isa lang ito sa 9,000 case rates na sinasabi. Kaya hirap na hirap pong sagutin ni Attorney Eli at ng PhilHealth. Kasi napakaraming case rates po ito na gusto nating tanungin. Gusto ko nga tanungin kanina, hindi pa nga nila nasasagot hanggang ngayon Marami akong tinanong kanina na hindi pa nila nasasagot. Naabutan na lang ako ni Senator Loren. Hindi nyo pa rin nasasagot.
Pasensya na kasi I'm trying to help the committee as well. And please, wag po nating i-adjourn ito aside from session and we can continue up to Christmas. Importanteng masagot ito. Kung may 9,000, di suriin niya 9,000 na yan. So, thank you, Mr. Chair. Pakisagot po. So, hindi pa. So, wag natin ipangako. Sa strengthen pa. Kailan nyo po mapapangako yung inyong strengthening of one of the 9,000 case rates for mammography and ultrasound for men, women and men? Kailan po?
Honorable Senator Ligarda, Mr. Chairperson, ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito, yung pag-accredit po ng mga hospital as consulta provider.
No, those already accredited. Pwede po. Covered po ang breast. Scanning po ito. Wala pa siyang cancer,
On the private side po, voluntary po kasi yung pag-apply for accreditation ng konsulta as consulta provider. On the government side naman, decision po ng head or chief ng hospital kung magpapa-accredit po sila as consulta provider. On the part po ng PhilHealth, gusto po namin lahat. Lahat dapat accredited.
Para tayong paikot-ikot
Opo.
Biniblame nyo nga naman ang DOH. Biniblame na naman nyo yung private sector na ospital. You mean kailangan sila mag-register sa inyo bilang konsulta provider? Kung sila naman ay may MOA na po sa PhilHealth, ano ba iba pa yung qualification na maging konsulta provider? Ano pong differentiation nun? May
Mr.
babayaran
Chairperson.
silang karagdagan sa PhilHealth?
Honorable Senator Ligarda, yung primary care benefit package po, available na po yan sa mga hospital.
Okay, let's simplify. The primary care package, does it include breast imagery, mammography?
Opo.
It does.
Opo.
For all private and government hospitals accredited by PhilHealth.
Yun nga po ang in-explain ko, Senator, na hindi po lahat ng hospital accredited under konsulta. Kung ako po ang tatanungin nyo, gusto ko po lahat accredited para lahat ng
What's
hospital.
the difference? May I understand, there are accredited hospitals with PhilHealth that are not accredited with konsulta. Ano ba tong konsultang racket na ito?
If I may po, Mr. Chairperson, Senator Legarda, yung konsulta po is a facility that provides primary care services. And yung mga level 1, level 2, level 3, and Apex Hospitals po, nagpo-provide ng inpatient services.
Simplified. One sentence lang. How do we ensure that the majority, if not all, of our female population have access to mammography and breast ultrasound for screening even before they contract, hopefully not, breast cancer?
I-accredit po natin lahat ng mga hospital po.
But those already accredited, the women can avail.
As consulta provider po. Yes
So
po.
yes na nga.
Opo, yes po.
Ano ba yung konsultang yan? Ba't ang tawag nyo konsulta? Yeah, primary care benefit.
The consulta package is a primary care benefit package of 1,007 per ulo or per person na i-register in a primary care facility. And then you pull that amount of money, for example, 20,000 per doctor. You pull that millions and the local government should be able to provide services, laboratory and whatever. So kulang talaga kasi a mammogram is 4,000 pesos in the private sector. Maybe in the public sector, makuha mo libre kung indigent ka. Pero sa private sector, magbabayad ka minimum 4,000. And every woman, every Filipino woman at age 40 needs one every year. So gusto ko lang at least, I am with you, ma'am.
Alam ko yung
Oh,
gusto
na.
po nyo, iniintindi ko lang si PhilHealth, magulo sila kausap. Ano ba talaga ang maaaring i-avail po ngayon as we speak ng gustong mag-breast screening? Yung mga konsulta, may konsulta package na ospital, pribado man o panggobyerno na accredited ng PhilHealth. At ito ba ho ay marami? At yung mga ospital ba ito ay meron pong mga makina? Or baka naman yan ang mga walang makina, wala tayong sinasabing pwede nilang i-avail.
Honorable Senator Legarda, at present po, meron tayong 2,900 accredited consulta providers
Okay.
over the
So
country.
meron.
Apo.
Yun nga, sa 2,900, ilan na may mammogram?
Hindi po lahat. Hindi
Kaya
po lahat
nga,
may mammogram.
Ilan nga dun?
I assume po na lahat capable dahil accredited po sila, accredited.
Okay, I will let you go on that. Please give us the list of all PhilHealth accredited medical institutions, hospitals that have consulta packages, that have working machines for breast screening.
We'll submit.
Post it
Honorable
on your
Senator.
Facebook page and any PhilHealth member can avail. Tama po? Okay. At ang advokasya po natin, lahat sana magmembro. Ganun ba ho?
Opo.
Magmembro. Hmm? Yeah, Marestrado. Okay, next. We now proceed with the increase in your 150 billion that you said will increase the packages. So 30%. Okay. Then the other night, someone said, the CEO said that you increase it by 50% more, right? Which will cost you 97 billion. Who will answer the question? What is this 97 billion? Will it come from the 150 billion that we're talking about, which is part of your 600? Or is it going to be part of your annual collections so that it will be covered? So that we understand, sir.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. This 150 billion, Mr. Chair, is part of the sources of funds of the corporation in setting up its corporate operating budget sa year 2025. Meaning, as approved by the board, Mr. Chair, again, the total source of funds is 373.5 billion, and the appropriation or the COB of PhilHealth 2025 as approved by the board is 284.1 billion, Mr. Chair. And for the benefit expense po, 273.4 271.4 is intended for benefit expense. Now, this 271 is 27 billion higher compared to the last year. This year, 2024 appropriation for benefit expense. Now, this is the initial that we requested the board to be approved.
Can you, sir, are you enumerating the 431B use? Kindly flash it on the screen because I'm sure the chair would also like to see it. Yes. So, nanggaling po tayo sa 600 billion. Sinabi po nyo ayon sa batas, creating PhilHealth Law, PhilHealth GOCC, na may 281 ayon sa batas kailangan reserve. Sige na. Tapos yung 150 billion surplus na sinabi nyo gagamitin sa pag-increase o expand, pamparami ng coverage at in-increase ang coverage ng mga benepisyo. Tama ba po?
Opo.
Ngayon, ang
Opo.
pinapaliwanag po nyo ay yung 431? Is that it?
Sa COB pa to, Madam, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, the corporate operating budget ready for implementation in the year 2025 po. Of which kung saan natin gagamitin yung itong ating 150 na surplus and the estimated revenue from direct contribution.
Okay, good. We're still in the 150 surplus.
Opo, opo.
Okay, the 150B surplus would be to increase the benefit packages, what
Opo.
you call the case rates, and for operating budget.
Opo.
O, explain to us po the operating budget.
Okay po. As provided in the law, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, PhilHealth can utilize 7.5% of its actual collection in the prior year, immediate prior year po, for our admin expenses. And it is composed of personal services, pangsueldo, and the maintenance operating expenses, of course, MOE, a total of 12.5 billion pesos in the year 2025 po. So this 12.5 billion is within the 7.5 limit of the corporation po, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda.
Total to 84 because it has part of it, the benefit expense. So, what part of the 150 surplus fund will be used for this operating budget?
Our direct contributors is 203 plus 21. That's 223. 223 minus 271. $271 minus 223. Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, the out of the 149 or 150, 48 billion will be utilized as our corporate operating budget for year 2025 po, particularly for the benefit expense po.
Let's go to the 431 billion. Pakipaliwanag po sa amin kung saan po ginagamit tong 431 at kung ito po ay tinatawag niyong investment portfolio, ano pong ibig sabihin ng investment portfolio o ito pa ang pangbayad sa mga ospital at sa mga beneficiaries? Paliwanag po niyo.
Maraming salamat po. Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, our investment portfolio is 489.5 billion as of November. This is composed of the following.
Did it become 489? Kala ko 600 minus reserve na 281 minus 150 surplus. Bakit sa inyo 489, sa akin 431?
431? Meron ba tayo yan? 400.
Sa inyo nang galing yung figures just now. 600, then 281 reserve, 150 surplus. That's
Okay.
431, right?
Yes po, Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, that's our members' equity reserve fund plus the excess or the surplus, which we discussed a while ago, that 150 being used in the year 2025 as one of the sources for our corporate operating budget. Now, I am going to go to the asset side and discuss our investment portfolio and our assets. Now, as of
We talking about 431 or 489?
okay. Again, we will be discussing now, ma'am, the 489.5 as our investment portfolio na po tayo. Okay.
Are we ako simple lang. 600, 281, 150 ang balanse for 31. Yun pong hinihinging kong utilization nyo, anong tawag sa pondong yan, saan pwede legally gamitin. Pero ang sabi po nyo, 489, which is which po?
Okay po. Okay po, ma'am. Again po, ma'am, the surplus 150 and the reserve is 281, that's 431. That is part of our members' equity. Now, let's proceed.
431.
Apo.
Okay.
Total lang dalawa po.
600 minus 431. What's 600 minus 431?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Ligarda, punta na po ako sa 600. Explain ko na po siya.
100
Apo.
already. No, but 281 and 150, total 431 is part of the 600, right? Yes. It's
Ma'am,
different?
Different figure po to.
I don't
Okay.
understand.
Sige po, ma'am.
Teka.
Explain ko po ng klaro.
Ibig nyo sabihin, iba pa yung, meron kayong 600 billion, meron pa kayong 281 billion na reserve, at meron pa kayong 150 billion na surplus? Kala ko po, itong 281 at 150, total 431, ay parte ng 600.
Explain
Iba
ko
pa
po, ma'am. Hindi, ma'am. Explain ko siya ng konti.
Go ahead.
Sige,
Sige, pa-explain kasi nalilito na kami.
Kaya
Iba
kailangan
yung
ko po
sinasabi
ipapaliwanag.
iba yung nababasa namin, iba yung sinabi mo sa plenary, iba rin po yung sinasagot nyo rito.
Opo. Sige
Ano,
po.
para sa kaalaman po ng mga kababayan nating nakikinig at nangangamba sa kanilang benepisyo mula sa PhilHealth, paliwanag mo po ano yung 600 billion, kung parte ba itong 431 o 489.
Okay po.
Paki-simplify lang po.
Yes po.
Wag nyo pong lituin ang ating mga kababayan.
Yes po.